Price of Progress is pretty even. So I think most of the game is about, I mean, like, having one more land in play than your opponent is actually pretty good, because then you can, like, do a thing in Pierce.
Things like
and
that,
the game's going to go a while, I think. You know? I don't think it's just going to be over, unless one guy's got a great draw and the other guy doesn't. So, I mean,
well,
so Schneider chose to go first. If he's got Goblin Guide, it'd be pretty good Val. Yep, and he does.
He Misty's into a volcanic island, Goblin Guide, revealing Goblin Guide on top of Boozer's deck. Boozer was already set up for it. I'm pretty sure Schneider probably said, I'm going to play Goblin Guide, and so Boozer just immediately flips his top card and shows that it's Goblin Guide. So Boozer draws Goblin Guide, has Arid Mesa, cracks it. Are we just going to see, like, the literal mirror match here?
I think I would have been pretty tempted to just play Mountain and chain that thing.
Interesting. He may do that.
It does a bunch of damage, right? Like, if you like swing back with your Goblin Guide instead of chaining it,
you're gonna just go back. And
he's just gonna hit you for 2 again. Yeah.
So that's what he's doing. Mountain chain. So Andrew draws Spell Pierce, plays Misty Rainforest, plays a Delver of Secrets on turn 2 here.
So
passes back. Chris draws. Plays.
He has to think for a second, right?
Yeah, he is.
I think I might just play Goblin Guide and swing. See what happens.
Goes with Arid Mesa.
Lightning Bolt.
Bolt your Delver.
Probably Pierce here.
Yeah, Andrew's cracking the Misty Rainforest to presumably Spell Pierce that Bolt. And I think he's, telling him what he's doing in the meantime. So Chris says, all right, I'm going to crack this Arid Mesa.
Pierce.
Yeah, so Pierce
is going
to the Bolt.
Respond with a...
I think that all just
island,
resolved.
I think. So. Oh, he can't get an island. He has to get a blue-red.
You mean a white-red? Wow, he can get... Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
He's getting a mountain. Oh, he's just going
to
throw a... I guess he's... Unless he has another point removal spell. He's going to throw a guide at him, I guess.
Yep, Goblin Guide.
And
hits Andrew with that lantern.
Force of Will.
Shows Force of Will on top.
Kind of a crappy card in the mirror match.
I like imagining what these creatures are actually doing. So Goblin Guide hits Andrew with a lantern. Delver's hitting people with a bird cage. Grim Lavamancer has a little Zippo. It's kind of fun that way. Even more fun. So Delver flips. Andrew now pondering.
I mean, I think Andrew's actually hugely ahead right now. I don't think it had to do with his going first. I think his draw is just awesome.
Yeah.
The Chris's draw. Like the Spell Pierce defending the... I feel like if he doesn't have the Spell Pierce to defend the Insexile Aberration, he's just not ahead.
Hey, Andy at Mung K. I had no idea that was going to be the person who was chosen to win the prize. Jesse picked it, and Jesse doesn't know that I know Matt.
Oh.
Andy thinks that, well, he's theoretically, well, I'll say it after. So, Chain Lightning for the Delver. And Andrew thinking here. Looking at the Chain Lightning. That's a nice Chain Lightning.
I mean, that's actually kind of bad. Like, he can just throw the lightning back at the Goblin Guy. Right? Right? I mean, doesn't he just throw the Chain Lightning back at the...
I think he may be thinking about it. Like that's why I think he's thinking about either countering it or maybe letting it resolve and using it,
Yeah, I mean, probably would have been better to attack first then.
So, that Chain Lightning...
If he throws it back, then Boozer's going to throw it at him, right? I think he should have attacked first. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I forget about the rest of the Chain Lightning. It's not just a sorcery speed lightning bolt, but it actually has more text.
Yeah, so he's going to throw it back at the guide, and then Boozer's going to throw it back at him. Yeah, Boozer missed 2 points there, I think. My opinion.
Right, because he could have attacked, could have gotten that in, and then.
So if Boozer loses by 2, we know why.
Brainstorm from Andrew. Sees Arid Mesa, Delver of Secrets, and a lightning bolt.
And he is going to toss those Force of Wills in the trash can.
The tweet was, "I'm sure knowing one of the commentators has nothing to do with randomly winning the prize." That's accurate. I had nothing. I don't choose him. Nobody. Jesse does. So Delver of Secrets there for Andrew.
Snappy.
Snapcaster for Boozer.
Probably lightning bolt so he doesn't get chained, right? No. Is he getting the chain?
Yeah.
Chris. No, he's just going to get chained back again.
Chain back. So.
Ooh. Unforced error.
Snapcaster, chain, lightning, flashed back. Andrew, of course, chains back using the second half of chain lightning and gets rid of the Snapcaster.
Should have been lightning bolt. I think that's 2 significant errors so far. Yeah?
I mean, they're definitely relevant errors. It's a burn match. You know, every point of life probably matters a little bit more.
Oh, but 2 Delver of Secrets, so perhaps the lottery will be won.
Yeah, this may be the catch-up cards.
Yeah, because we know that Andrew's hand kind of stinks, right? Like, does he have a bolt?
Andrew has a bolt. Andrew has Price Bolt. Price Bolt. Okay, yeah. There's a bolt for Delver. And
Andrew, I think should be 2 less
there's a ponder.
Life, and Chris should have a 2-1 in play right now.
Right.
That's what I think.
All right, so he gets a Chain Lightning, Force of Will, and I almost called it Force of Nature, and another ponder. And Chain Lightning on your Delver.
Throw it back at... Oh, wait, actually, if he throws it at Andrew, Andrew's going to throw it back at him. I think you still do it.
Throw it back.
Throw it back.
I've never seen... I mean, usually with Chain Lightning, the other guy doesn't have red mana to throw it back, it seems like, every time I see Chain Lightning cast.
Yeah, seriously, Chris could lose this game by 5 right now. You look easily by 2.
Both players at 8.
What's his other card?
Andrew has Price of Progress... Ponder. That's the he pondered a minute ago. So now he sees Force, Chain Lightning. He's got Daze.
Toss these.
Obviously, Price of Progress not great. It's just a bad shock.
It's a bad shock that hits you for 4.
Did I say? Oh yeah, even worse shock.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm looking at just Chris's side of the board because Andrew's the one with the price. So
like Andrew should be at 6, which means that like Chris's should be like within inches of killing him already. Right?
If the line of play was that you had said,
I said went the other way.
So Grim Lavamancer from Andrew. Chris just says draw go, and second Lavamancer for Andrew.
Chris has to draw something good in a hurry.
And we're gonna have a shock factory happening here. Lavamancer.
Tuya. It's gonna be Tuya. He can't afford to price. Thalagor, Andrew Schneider was the beatdown in this game.
Lightning Bolt. Spell Pierce.
Pay.
And the pay. Alright.
Attack you with 1
Daze.
Pay.
Andrew, I would just pay, right? I mean, what else are you going to do with that mana? Pay.
He should have dazed with the Volcanic. Yep, like Andrew dazed with the Volcanic, see? Way different.
Yeah.
Because of the prices.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, that's another mistake. It could be relevant. We don't know how relevant it's going to be, but it could. As soon as that Price of Progress is able to kill Chris and not Andrew. Okay, backing up here a little bit. Was it? Oh, he paid for the days. So Chris just paid for the days, and so Andrew paid for the days. And Chris scooping it up, so game 1 goes to Andrew.
I wonder if Chris is going to choose to go first.
I mean, if you were in his situation, you would not.
I would choose to go second, yeah.
Okay.
But I would not tell my opponent until after he was done sideboarding.
Right.
As I don't think he. I mean, I don't know that he has guides in his deck.
No, that's
So-
definitely smart. Yeah.
So the
So who did you say the beatdown was?
Andrew was the beatdown for sure.
Okay.
He went first, and he had Goblin Guide.
That makes
But,
sense.
like-
I just wasn't. I just.
Chris gave him 5 life points easy. Like
Yeah.
Like he should have attacked with the guide before the chain, and then he does the same chain sequence, but he's gotten 2 points in. Then like he the same sequence on the. First of all, the Snapcaster sequence shouldn't happen that way, but even if it does, then 3 more go to Andrew than actually happened.
It's trivia time. We do have a question. I believe we have notes here. This was the answer, right? And this was the question.
Which one?
This was the
is
question, and that's the
That's
answer,
the
right?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna give away a Gen Con badge. 4 days
But
of
we're
SCG
gonna
premium.
make
Just
you
kidding.
earn it.
We're gonna make you earn a Gen Con badge. One random correct answer who tweets with the hashtag SCG Premium. Let's see if I can do this right. It starts on that side. SCG. I did it way off that time. So there's the S. Okay. SCG Premium. I should have just looked at the edge of this paper. No, anyway. So SCG Premium hashtag. Tweet the correct answer, and a random winner will win a 4-day pass, 4-day Gen Con badge. So this is another one that we referenced several times, but it might be a little bit obscure if you haven't been paying attention.
But if you've been paying attention,
We have
it will
said
be
it a lot
very
today.
easy.
We have
And
said
the
it a
fact
lot
is,
today.
like, there were so many correct answers on the last one. I bet there would be plenty of people who know the answer to this one.
That's true. So do you want to ask or do you want me to?
You can ask it.
Okay, so what land
What land were we talking about?
What land were we talking about that, when played, produces, what is it, billions of universes?
So I said before, like, you play this land on the first turn, and before it cracks and before the next sequences happen, billions of different things can happen.
Yeah.
What land are we talking
What
about?
land produces billions of universes? And it's a specific land.
It's a specific land.
Right, it's a specific name of a land. Yeah, not just like...
In theory, there's more than one right answer, but in
Right,
fact...
But the one specifically
one.
that we talked about, and we did mention several times today in the Legacy coverage, because it is only a Legacy legal land. I'm sorry, it is not Standard legal. It's not. It's also legal in Modern. Say that.
It is legal in Modern.
It is legal in Modern.
But I think that fewer number of billions are probably available in Modern.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's literally billions of things that might happen
In Legacy.
Plays.
Okay.
Gets played in Legacy.
All right, so that's for a Gen Con badge. We had to make it a little bit tougher. But if you've been paying attention, you know the answer. So many possibilities.
There are many possibilities.
All right, so what do you think? Do you think Chris Boozer? Do you think he's going to go with your plan?
I don't think so. I think he's probably going to go first. I know that I would go second.
Right. We know that you would go second.
And I think, I mean, I don't know how these guys are playing. Like, Schneider and Boozer probably both leave. I don't know if they leave their guides in. Guides are pretty bad in this matchup, right? Guide and Force of Will are both pretty bad.
Whoa.
So what do you bring in? Surgical Extraction? Probably. There's a lot of cards that actually you don't want to see. I think they have to keep guides in.
Yeah, I think so too.
They have to keep them in. There's not enough bad cards. I think I'd rather have Pyroblast than Force of Will, though.
Yeah, I think that's maybe what you do. You just side out the forces, bring in the Pyro.
I would
Blast
consider
or the Red
playing
Elemental
Sulfur
Blast
Elemental.
and play like I mean it's a creature.
a flash creature.
Only Boozer has the Sulfur Elemental, but that's just one difference. What is it? Sulfur Elemental to Surgical Extraction is the difference.
Yeah, they don't have very good sideboarding options.
Not against each other, not against themselves, I guess.
Yeah, dozens of people have already gotten the right answer, so
Yeah.
it was not too hard.
That is certainly not the answer, but it's an interesting question. Delver of Secrets for Chris Boozer. Chain Lightning for Andrew Schneider and the Delver of Secrets.
So Andrew's got Force of Will in his grip.
Chris did indeed go first, as you suspected. Not as you would have done yourself, but
Got
as you
two
suspected.
pyros in grip.
There's a Grim Lavamancer from Andrew after Chris just says land go.
Chris's hand stinks against that.
Surgical extraction.
I told you it might happen.
And it looks like Chain Lightning is going away. That's actually a pretty good extraction. Doesn't hit anything in his hands, but takes away a very relevant burn spell. We see Spell Pierce, Force of Will, Lightning Bolt, and I believe Snapcaster Mage left in Andrew's hand. Is that all? Does it just look like those 4 cards to you?
That's what it looks like. I don't love that play, though. I guess it slows down Grim a little bit.
He was on the draw, right? Did he mulligan? Oh, no, I didn't count the Chain Lightning. That would be the 8th card. But he was on the draw. Wait, so he should still have another card, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Chain Lightning 8?
Draw. Chain
Maybe
Lightning is 8.
mulligan. I don't
So
know.
maybe mulligan, or maybe there's another card up off camera.
I mean, it would suck if Chris can't interact with just like a
A 1/1.
little Grim Lavamancer.
Yeah. Well, Lavamancer has no fuel at the moment, but
I mean, it has the fuel of attacking you.
Yeah.
And Chris has just tossed a card for no real card economy.
Goblin Guide
Guide.
from Andrew.
Well, he has 2 extractions.
I think there's another extraction in his hand.
Oh, that's kind of bad.
Goblin Guide attacks. Do we get anything, any value off of the Goblin Guide? It's a Chain Lightning on top.
Chain Lightning's good. At least he can contain the Goblin Guide and
Yeah.
or Grim Lavamancer. I think I'd kill the Lavamancer, actually. Guide's going to draw me some cards, probably.
Yeah, makes
Show
sense.
me a way. I mean, don't get me wrong. It still stinks.
Why not attack with Lavamancer there? You have no...
You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
What
I
if Chris,
mean-
like, throws a Lightning Bolt at the Goblin Guide here? Then he could crack his Misty Rainforest and he suddenly has fuel.
That's probably why he did not attack with the Lavamancer.
It is a mystery. You know who could figure out the mystery, though? Callie Anderson.
Callie Anderson.
She is...
She's like Batman and Sherlock Holmes. So Chain Lightning, targeting the Goblin Guide, Force of Will from Andrew Schneider. What did he remove? Can we see what he removed? Scoot that over, Andrew. Scoot that onto the table. Put your exiles. I mean, if it's exiled the Force of Will, you can put it with the Chain Lightnings, right? I mean, it's exiled.
Pyroblast. This will be an opportune Pyroblast. I think I would have blasted the Lavamancer, though.
I wish we had like a little button that we could press and be like, Andrew, could you please put your exiled card?
It's like, look at the implication we have here, right? So even if he gets it, he's going to get it. That's cool.
Okay.
But now there's going to be plenty of fuel for the Lavamancer in the graveyard, including...
It was Pierce.
Okay, he removed the Spell Pierce. Okay.
Including the...
Thank you. Yes, put
the
the
guy
Spell
that
Pierce
just
with
got
that
killed.
stuff. Good call. There you
Right?
go.
So, I mean, just probably activate for Volcanic Island and shoot you for 2.
Yeah.
He's in, like, not much better shape than if he just killed the guide, and the guide can actually give him cards. You know what I'm saying?
Then if he had just killed...
I think if he killed the
Lavamancer, you mean?
instead,
And the
yeah.
guide can give him cards. Yeah. Lavamancer's going to attack for 2 without giving him lands. And I don't mean attack, I mean shock him.
Yeah, it's just 2, right? It's like the same.
Yeah, so...
And like, even if he's not, does he have fuel still? No, but like, he can still get in for 1.
Surgical
Is he
extraction.
extracting guide?
Guide, yeah, he's extracting the Goblin Guides.
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
Meanwhile, that was just another free attack from Goblin Guide, that could- or a free shock, however you want to look at it.
Yeah. He only had 3 guides, maybe. Oh no, there are 4 guides.
Okay.
Extracting guide. Man, I don't know. I don't know if I love that. Actually, I do know if I love that, and the answer is I don't love that. Andrew's like, I did not side the same way that Chris did. This is not the same at all.
All right. Andrew Jaws plays Misty Rainforest, swings with Lavamancer. Chris Boozer down to 9. Lightning Bolt you.
Bolts is a good play.
Crack a Misty Rainforest. Again, I have to say I love Andrew's Delvers. His black Delver checklists.
So you've mentioned.
Yeah, I wanted to say it again. I think it's awesome. And Grim Lavamancer again in for 1. Chris down to 5. Chris plays Island, says go. Snapcaster
for like,
Ooh, there we go with a red elemental blast to take care of the pirate. I mean the Snapcaster.
Still got to deal with that Grim Lavamancer.
Lavamancer, plenty of fuel right now.
Before too long, it will kill him to death.
Andrew content to keep attacking. I'm surprised he hasn't been.
He's afraid that
shocking.
Chris is going to respond. Yep.
And Snapcaster, and there it is. Andrew Schneider wins 2-0 over Chris Boozer here at the StarCityGames.com Open Series Legacy portion in Birmingham, Alabama.